Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Low Carb Revelation. I am Paula and I live a clean keto lifestyle, and here I am again. I have been making a lot of videos lately, and I was just thinking I have a lot on my mind that I want to share. And so I am just constantly thinking of different things that I can share with you all. For one thing, I've been learning a lot in this coaching program that I am going through, and I'm almost to the end, and I'm almost ready to be certified as a nutrition coach. I will be a certified keto coach, carnivore coach. I will be certified in protein sparing modified fasting, and I also will be certified in supplements. And I'm so excited. I have been living this keto lifestyle now for over a year and a half, and I am still learning every day. And I really love learning. I love learning all that I can. I do a lot of research for my personal self. I just love knowing about the reason behind everything that I'm doing, why I'm eating the way I'm eating, why I'm eating the way that I'm eating, why I do the things that I do. I just love learning about every aspect of it, and I really love sharing it with everyone. Y'all are probably getting tired of hearing me repeat over and over all of the things that has happened to my health since I have been living this way. I won't go into all that today. If you're interested in learning about all of the health changes that I've experienced, I have health update videos down in the playlist. You can watch them and you can just see how this has seriously changed my life. And because of that, I just have a passion. I feel strongly compelled to share my story because I know that there are so many people out there that need to hear it. So every day when I wake up, I have all of these things on my mind and I just want to share them. Today, I am having a Tim Hortons coffee. It is 11 o'clock. It's 10 after 11 and I still haven't eaten yet. I'm not really hungry. I went out and ran to Aldi, and then I stopped at Tim Hortons on the way home and grabbed a coffee. I have 2 creams in here. I will be sharing with you throughout the day today what I'm eating. Everyone seems to love these what I eat in a day videos. It really helps those who are new to this, who are new to learning what kind of foods to eat and all that. So I'll be sharing what I eat, but I wanted to talk really quick about toxins. I have learned, my camera's crooked here, I'm gonna straighten it out. I have learned in doing this coaching program about toxins. They didn't only talk about food in these courses that I'm taking, they also talked about toxins in our environment, toxins in our home, and how they can affect our health. And I think it's very important. I'm not perfect. I still am learning about things that are toxic and things that are not good for our bodies to be around. Now, I know that it is impossible to escape toxins, chemicals completely in our world, in our environment, in our society. We can't escape it completely. I know that. I've had people say when I recommend a certain product that is non-toxic or that is, chemical free, they will say, well, you can't escape breathing the air. There's toxins in the air. Well, I know that, but we can do our part in our homes and just the things that we use, the products that we use, the foods that we eat. We can limit the toxins, the chemicals that we do absorb. Every little bit helps. When you use skincare products, when you use sunblocks, when you use lotions, creams, when you use bug spray, when you use any kind of cleaning products around your home, your body, especially the things that you put on your skin, your body absorbs those chemicals, and then your body has to process it. It goes through your body, and then your liver has to filter that stuff out. So we can do our part and make little changes, which is what I'm doing. I feel it's important. It was actually important to me before I even started keto. I was getting into more natural cleaners and skincare products and that kind of thing. And now even more so, having learned all I'm learning about toxins in the environment. It's not only the foods that we put in our mouth, it's also the things that we put on our skin and the things that we breathe in the air around our home and that kind of thing that can make a difference in our health. So I'll just talk about some of the changes that I have made. One thing that is really important to me is the skincare that I use and the makeup that I use, anything that I put on my body, lotions, sunblock. I'm a fair-skinned person, and I know that like Dr. Berry and a lot of the carnivore and keto doctors on YouTube, they recommend not using sunblock. They recommend getting in the sun and letting that sun absorb into your body. I believe that that's great, but being a fair skin person like myself and having a house on a lake where we are in the sun a lot in the summer, I have to use common sense. And so I just try to absorb sun to a point, but I also have some clean sunblocks. I use Beauty Counter sunblock. It's a really good sunblock brand. I have heard, I've not used it, but I've heard that the Native, the company that makes the deodorants, that's the kind of deodorant that I use. I've heard that their sunblock is good too. So I do use sunblock when I am going to be like out in the sun all day long. We're going to be floating. We like to float in the lake up north. We get all of our lake friends out there and we all sit in floats and we all talk and we all just have a great time out there floating in the water. And before you know it, you've been out there for 4 or 5 hours. And so I make sure I wear a big hat when I'm out there. And I also have one of those SPF long sleeve shirts that I always take out with me. And if I feel that I am getting too much sun, I can throw that over my bathing suit. So during those times, I make sure I do use a really clean ingredient sunblock. I had a couple of years ago, I had a skin cancer removed. It was kind of scary. I have over here on the side of my face, I don't know if you can see the scar, but I did have a lightning bolt scar over here. It was pretty big. It's like about that big. Like I said, if I feel like I've been in the sun too long, I'll throw on a long sleeve shirt. I will make sure I have the sunblock that is clean ingredient. I also like Beauty Counter skincare products. I use the cleansers, I use the moisturizers, I use the scrubs, the masks, all of those things. And I use the makeup. I also use some of the makeups from Thrive Cosmetics. I get a lot of people that ask me about the eyeshadow that I use. I love the eyeshadow stick from Thrive Cosmetics. It's called Cali. And I only use that one color on my eyes, but I just try to make sure I read the ingredients on everything. I don't have an affiliate link for Thrive Cosmetics, but I can link them down below and you can go and check them out, read about the ingredients in their makeup. I am a Beauty Counter consultant. I do have a link down below where you can go to my Beauty Counter and shop through mine, and it helps me out. But I just like to make sure that any kind of makeup, skincare, shampoo, anything like that that is going on my body that's going to get absorbed into my body is clean in the ingredients. I also use 2 different cleaners to clean my home with. I use Force of Nature. I love Force of Nature. You guys have seen the little Force of Nature machine. I have done a couple of videos on it where it is just vinegar and salt in the little cleaning capsules. Clean all the surfaces in my house with Force of Nature. I clean my retainers and my toothbrushes with Force of Nature. I clean my vegetables and my fruit with Force of Nature. I will put the link down below. Sadly, Force of Nature sent out a email to all of us affiliates and said that they are changing their program and they are not going to be offering affiliate discounts right now. I don't know if they're going to go back to it, but I do not have a discount anymore for Force of Nature, but I still will put the link down below. It is a great product. And I have recently signed up with Branch Basics. It's another great cleaning product that is non-toxic. You can use it as laundry soap. You can use it as dish soap. You can use it to make an all-purpose cleaner around your house. I'm gonna put all of the products that I use, the links down below in the description. They are also over on my website, lowcarbrevelation.com, where you can go to these links and read about these products and maybe start making some of those changes as well to your home if you haven't already. There are other things that we have made changes on. Plastic. I have gotten rid of most of my plastic containers in my kitchen that I store food in. I use either glass or silicone. You want to especially watch plastic that you heat up. If plastic gets heated up, that's when the really bad chemicals, I don't know all the proper names for all the chemical stuff, but I just know that it's bad to eat anything or drink anything out of heated plastic, even if it is that BPA free, whatever. The different doctors have said that it's just bad. Don't drink out of it. Don't eat out of it. I used to go buy cases of plastic bottled water, and we drank it every day. And Ed would take 3 of them with him to work every day. And if you are not recycling, not only is that bad for the earth, but it is also not good to drink out of plastic. And you may say, well, that water in the plastic is cold or room temperature or whatever, but that water at one time might have been in a very hot semi-truck getting shipped to the grocery store. So at one time, that plastic has gotten heated up, and that's when the bad stuff gets expelled into the water, and then you ingest it. And there are a lot of different things that can be affected by drinking out of plastic to your health. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I still do have some things that I am working on getting rid of, but I just make sure that if I'm heating food, that it's not plastic. If I'm drinking anything, it is not plastic. And I'm looking right here, right now at this Tim Hortons cup. This is probably coated in plastic. I don't even know. It probably has a plastic coating on it. And this is plastic, and I'm drinking. I don't know. I'm not going to obsess about it, but I just do whatever. That is so funny. I'm just looking at that. Now I'm gonna research this. I'm gonna go and research this. And there are different things that I'm just working on changing, getting the toxins and the chemicals, doing my part. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be 100%, but there are things that we can do that we can help from absorbing these toxins into our body. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. If we're working really hard on keeping our ingredients clean that we are consuming, we also should be working hard at the other products that are not food related that we are using on our bodies and as cleaners. So that's it for right now. I'll be back in just a little bit. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for dinner time because I'm gonna be making lasagna tonight. And I do have some videos on lasagna, but I do have a lot of new subscribers that may not have seen my lasagna videos. It's so easy and it's so good. So I'll see you in just a little bit. So it is just after 1 o'clock. I still haven't eaten anything except for the coffee I had earlier. I'm not super hungry, and so I'm just busy today doing some different things, and I thought I would grab a snack. Now, my friend Gabby, hi Gabby, if you're watching this, she posted over on our Facebook group, Low Carb Revelation, over on Facebook. If you are not a part of that group, we have over 5,000 members in that group, and it's a great group. But my friend Gabby posted a snack, and she used cucumber. Now, I have done this with celery before, but I have not done this with cucumber. I was like, brilliant when I seen it. But she just took the cucumber and scooped out the center where the seeds are and put cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning on top. And I'm gonna try it. I know it's gonna be good because I like it with celery, and I like this spice a little heavy, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Actually, I like this better than celery. It's really good. It'd be a great snack to have in the refrigerator, in a container on a hot summer day, and you could just grab it when you want a little snack. That is very good. Thanks, Gabby, for posting that over in our Facebook group. I'll keep you posted and let you know what I have in addition to this in just a little bit. 2:30, and I am just running around the house getting some things done. It's one of those days I'm here by myself and I have a lot of little tasks that need to be caught up on. And so I've just been busy drinking my water. I have some water here that I've just finished with the grapefruit element. New flavor for summer. It's not a new flavor, but it's a seasonal flavor for summer. So good. So I've been drinking that, and I am having some carnivore crisp. Right here is the beef ribeye. I'm just going to have a couple of pieces of this, and these are, look at that. That is just a really good, clean snack. So I'm just going to have a couple of these, and then I'm just going to get some more things done, and then I'm going to show you how I put my lasagna together. So I'm about to show you how I make my low-carb lasagna. This recipe is over on my website, lowcarbrevelation.com. It is also in my new e-cookbook. And so it's super easy to put together. All I have right here is 2 pounds of ground beef that I have browned up. And I'm just gonna push that back for a minute. And I have an iron skillet that I'm gonna be using here. I like to use an iron skillet because the wraps, the egg wraps right here that I'm gonna use for the pasta substitute, I get these at Aldi. Sam's Club also carries these. I know some other grocery stores carry these. They're super low carb, and so they are round. It works great in a round skillet. I have some Rayo's low carb marinara sauce, any low carb pasta sauce that you can find. And I like to just put a little bit on the bottom just to get it started, and just kind of spread that out a little bit. All right, and I'm also going to show you these. These are super thin. Look how thin these are. They're really thin. So what I do is I double these up, and I use 2 together. There's 1, 2. I like to double them up because they are so thin, and it's more like lasagna noodles when you have them a little bit thicker. So I just lay those right on top of the sauce. I'm gonna take some of my ground beef here. I have a slotted spoon because I didn't drain this beef, and it'll help drain some of the grease off. I'm gonna put about half of this ground beef onto the top of this. All right, spread that out. And then I have my sauce right here. I'm gonna just put this on top. As it bakes, it gets all melted in and bubbly together, so you don't have to really mix them together in a skillet before you pour them into this. Okay, and then I have some mozzarella cheese that I'm just going to put on top of the first layer. I have a really big bag of mozzarella cheese here. I just pulled this out of the freezer, so it's still kind of frozen, but that's okay. It will cook down. So you just put your cheese on like that. And you're going to put your second layer of 2 wraps. You can use 1 if you want. You can use 3 if you want. Whatever you want to do. Put that on top. Then you're going to put the remainder of the, let me find my oven mitt. You're going to put the remainder of the hamburger, ground beef, on top. You can put ricotta in this if you want. You can add veggies if you want. This is just a basic lasagna recipe. You can always doctor it up, add extra herbs, whatever you want to it. If it's a quick, busy weeknight, this recipe works great. And then I'm just gonna put the rest of the sauce on top of here. And I think I'm gonna open another jar. I have another jar here, just because I want it to be pretty saucy. I'm gonna put another jar. Now I'm gonna add another layer of mozzarella. I
have the full recipe with the measurements and all that over on my website. I'm just quickly doing this morning. I'm just quickly throwing this together today. Okay, then I like to take some, where is it? Italian seasoning, and just sprinkle it over the top, just to give a little bit of flavor like my husband would say. And I have a little bit of Parmesan cheese that I had grated yesterday, and I'm just gonna put that on top too. Use it up. Okay, this is gonna go in the oven. It's gonna bake for 45 minutes or so. It takes a little while because it's nice and thick. I have my oven preheated to 375. Just keep an eye on it because every oven's different. You wanna make sure that the cheese is nice and brown and bubbly and the meat is already cooked, so that's all you're really wanting to do is just cook it all through. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and I'll be back when it is all done. My lasagna is done. I pulled it out of the oven maybe 8 or 10 minutes ago. I've just been letting it sit here and cool down a little bit. I'm going to slice a piece up and have it for dinner. Just like regular lasagna, the more you let it sit and cool off, the firmer it becomes, but I don't really care about that. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it while it's nice and hot. And so that's my ice maker making that noise. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat and I'll be right back. 5:30, the lasagna was delicious. Ed is on his way home from work right now. He's gonna eat, we're gonna run out the door. My grandson Judah, he has a playoff game tonight for soccer and we're hoping he wins. And so we're gonna go watch his little game and then we're just gonna call it a night. So I am just gonna sign off right now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you really soon. Have a great day and God bless.